So good morning, students. Sorry for inconvenience. There is some technical issue. So welcome back. So welcome to the Akshravani Talent School and Mastermind Schools prestigious program, that is IIT and NEET Foundation and Focus C program. So once again, I welcome all the class 7th students for today's session. So as you can see on the screen, and you are well aware, I request you all please mute your mics so that it won't disturb others. So as you can see on the screen, somebody is writing on the screen, please. Right. So you can see on the screen. So my subject is physics. We are in class 7. Our ongoing chapter, measurements. And today we are entering to the session number 6. So far we completed 5 sessions, 5 classes in understanding the basic concept of measurements and its applications in our day-to-day life. Right. So today we are already completed the complete theory part. That is conceptual part we completed, what is given in the material. So today we'll go for some worksheets today and tomorrow. We have 2 days to complete the worksheet so that helpful for you in the examination. Hope all the branches are going to conduct exam on 5th August as per the receiving of question papers. 5th August, you can conduct the first monthly test. It is delayed due to some problem. You conduct on this day, which is made up of only multiple choice questions and OMR sheet. So all will reach your branch either today or tomorrow. Already some branches might have received. So immediately after receiving, conduct the exam for 6th to 9th classes and make sure that each student appear for exam with perfect preparation. That is our main. Appearing exam is the one part, preparation is the second part. So as that is the reason I am giving repeatedly, I am telling the same topic for many days. So today 6th session, tomorrow we are going to have 7th session where we will complete the maximum part of worksheet so that you can practice and appear for exam. And one more important, every Saturday we are going to give you one practice paper, assignment paper or task paper every Saturday, so that you can practice, you can write the answers on the Sunday at home in presence of your parents in your IIT notebook. Simple, nothing big work, only multiple choice, 20 questions from 4 subjects. Means each subject 5 questions. That help for you for the examination also. Right. So make sure that everyone will do that assignment in notebook. Today by end of the tomorrow or today evening, I'll send that assignment for you in the PDF format. I request the teachers to share with the students in their groups and ask them to write the questions and answer in their notebook. So make sure every student will write the notebook daily. Notebook should be filled by end of the year. Right, like that you have to maintain. Even today also I'm going to review total concept chapter. I'll provide you some synopsis. You note down the synopsis and then we'll go for the worksheet. Okay. So that is for today. What we are going to do today, that you can see on the screen. So these are all the topics what we covered. These total topics which are present in your material in the form of synopsis 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be. So started with the what is measurement, what is physical quantity, Gopal Nagar, physical quantity, types of physical quantities, what is unit, what are the rules of writing unit, how to measure the mass, how to measure the length, time, and how to measure the density. Also we have seen density, and even we learn about the relative density. These are the topics what we covered in entire first chapter. So today just we'll review them and we'll go to the worksheet level 1. Okay. So this is what we learned about the measurements, and this is about the physical quantity and system of units. And this is about the fundamental physical quantities, which are independent quantities. There are 7 are there, plus 2 additional is there. And then there are derived quantities, which are so many are there, innumerable. There are innumerable are there, okay. Innumerable number of quantities you can see on the screen, which are obtained from fundamental quantities. Then we have seen what is unit and what are the rules to follow unit. Then we have seen about the multiples and submultiples, which are very important points. Of course, some conversions we have seen. Then we enter into the measurement of mass, how to measure the mass. Before that, I have introduction about length also. And then we have seen about time also, which already you learned in the 6th. After measuring the mass, we have seen what is the density, how to measure the density. Then, there is special property for water, whose density is maximum 4 degrees Celsius. So this leads for the relative density. What is relative density? How to measure the relative density of any substance. Then how to measure the density of liquids also we have seen. Okay. There are so many measuring devices to measure the relative density of the liquid. All these things we have learned in the last 5 sessions. So today just all of you focus on the board, and here I am writing some synopsis. I am writing some synopsis which you can note in your notebooks. All of you open your notebooks and write it as synopsis or key points. You can write. You can write as either synopsis or key points of the chapter. These points helpful for you in solving the worksheets, right? Number 1, first one. So comparing one by one, you can note down. Comparing known quantity. Comparing known quantity with unknown quantity. Comparing known quantity with unknown quantity is called measurement. That is our first point. All of you note down. Comparing known quantity with unknown quantity is known as measurement. Point number 2. Physical properties. Physical properties. Teachers, please, you can help them. Which can be measured. Which can be measured are called physical quantities. Are called physical quantities. Right. So physical properties which can be measured are called physical quantities. Very important. Third one. Physical quantities which are independent are called fundamental physical quantities. Right? Which are independent are called fundamental physical quantities. These are the basic terminology related to our chapter. Third point is we are done. Then fourth. Right? Next, physical quantities derived from fundamental quantities called derived quantities. Which are derived from fundamental quantities are called derived quantities, right? That are the 4 points important, very right. Fifth one, there are 7 fundamental quantities like length, mass, time, current, temperature, intensity, and quantity of substance. The intensity you can write luminous. So 5 points. Note down. Take some time to complete. Comparing known quantity with unknown quantity is called measurement. ECL, please mute your mic. Right. Physical properties which can be measured are called physical quantity. Physical quantities which are independent are called fundamental. Physical quantities which are derived from the fundamental are called just let me write clearly. Just I'm rubbing this. Right. There are 7 fundamental quantities. Like length, mass, time, current, temperature, luminous, intensity, and quantity of substance. Right, all of you. Seriously note down as a point wise. So it won't come straight here like this. Actually, we have to tilt the board. Hope you are comfortable. So I try to write much better. Okay. Five points. So I'll have some points, then I'll move to the next one. So this is just like my doc. I'm rubbing 3 points. Make fast. I request the teachers please check whether the students are writing or not. Because when we visit the branches, definitely we'll check the IIT notebooks. Okay. Now when come to the point number 6. Point number 6. So there are 4 system of units. Very important. System of units. MKS, CGS, FPS, and SI. There are 4 systems. That is point number 6. It is not 4. Point number 7. Point number 7. Positive power of 10 are called multiples. Negative power of 10 are called submultiples. Right? Positive power of 10. Already we have seen multiples and submultiples. So I'm writing short form. Plus VE means positive, negative. Hope all can understand. Because you are 7 students. Point number 8. Standard measurement. Standard measurement of any physical quantity. I'm writing short form physical quantity called unit. Very important. The standard measurement of any physical quantity is called unit. Right, point number 8 that is. So we need to complete the synopsis, then we can go for the how to solve the various levels of our worksheets given in the material. So today and tomorrow we'll try to complete maximum. If not, you have to practice at home. Okay. So after knowing about the units, after learning about units, the point number 9, right? So of course we have to follow some rules for units. That is not so important in the objective point of view. So we have seen about the mass here in our material. Mass is measured with the so many balances like common balance, beam balance. All are the various types of balances like table balance, right? Table balance, electronic balance. These all are used. Already we discussed about all these things. Electronic balance, steel yard balance. So these are the different types of devices used to measure the different masses. As per our requirement, we measure. Then we discussed about the density also, very important. That is mass by volume. Mass by volume is a formula for density. Mass is measured in kg, volume in meter cube or gram per centimeter cube. Right? So density is nothing but mass by volume, which is measured in either kg by meter cube or gram by centimeter cube. So for this, gravity bottle also is there to measure. Gravity bottle to measure the density of liquids. Right? Point number 10. So point number 6 is there are is correct one. No? There are 4 system of units which you are following by all the countries. There are 4 system of units. Point number 6. There are 4 system of units named as MKS, CGS, FPS, and SI. Positive power of 10 are called multiples. Negative power of 10 are called submultiples. Means very small values. Multiples are large values. Standard measurement of any physical quantity, I wrote PQ short form, is called unit. Then we have seen how to measure the mass, how to measure the density. Because length and time we already learned in the 6th class only. That's why I just recalled it. So to measure the mass, there is a common balance, beam balance, table balance, electronic balance. You can see in the gold shops and all. Steel yard balance you can find in hardware shop. Heavy mass you can measure, and etc. Many more are there. Only as per our requirement we can use. In vegetable market, if you go or a paper person come for the taking the papers, you will bring the common balance. If you go to Kirana store, you can find table balance. If you go to supermarket, you can find electronic balance. If you go to hardware shop, you can find the Roman steelyard balance. If you go to gold shop, you can find the beam balance. Then when you know the mass, you can measure the volume of the body and you can find out the density. So density mainly depends on 2 points. One is mass of each molecule, and second one is the distance between the molecules. When distance between the molecule changes, volume changes. Correct or not? Right. So one or two more points are there. Let me wait. Right. So when you write 11th point, water has, this is a unique property, maximum density. Maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. So unique property of water. Generally, when temperature rises, all the other substances varies. Either they expand or contract. But in case of water, when it reaches the 4 degrees Celsius, it shows the maximum density. Either you can go for the behind also, there is no change in the density. Density is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. That is the reason we'll take the water density as standard and you can find the relative density. Very important. Relative density. Next, it is also called specific gravity. Specific gravity. So what is the relative density? Density of substance, whichever substance you want to find out. Density of substance by density of water. Density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. You have to consider the maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius, which is either it is 1 gram per centimeter cube or kg per meter cube. 1000 gram per centimeter cube or 1 kg per meter cube. The value generally at 4 degrees Celsius density. Right. So, but as a, so next 13 point, as relative density, you can show RD is ratio. It has no units. No units. Because ratio only. Here also density, here also density. So cancels. So that is point number 11, point number 12, and point number 13. So this is about entire chapter. What we learned in entire chapter, the very, very important points. Okay. Very, very important points we have seen. And you can even see the tables also given. If you have any doubts, you can go through the video, recorded video will share by end of the day. In the tables are given for you to know the value of the relative density of different substances, solids, liquids, gases. Okay, all are given. You can go through that. So if you complete this, we'll go for that. We'll start doing the worksheet. A few questions we'll do today and we'll continue tomorrow. So water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Relative density or specific gravity. There is some spelling mistake here. Let me clear. Some spelling mistake is there. Let me. Okay, just a minute. Specific gravity. What is the definition? Density of substance by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. As this is a ratio of densities, there is no units for relative density. Right? No units. Completed? Hope all of you are done. All the 13 points, or if you already made of already written in the last teaching classes, that also very important. Every point is helpful for you in the answering the questions. Right? I am moving now. We'll move to the objective part. Okay. Just a minute. It's already done. 1 minute. We'll go for the our objective part along with the key also. I'll show you everything. So this is our book where we can get the all the part B questions, and also we can find the solutions also for them. Okay. So this is the our page number is there 17. Page number 17 you can all open, where we have the level 1. So here they were given the different levels. Level 1, some easy questions. Level 2, it is more standard. Level 3, level 4, different type of questions which generally appear in the competitive examination. Okay. So you can see first, you can see the first question here. When you see the question is belongs to from topic fundamental and derived quantities, which already first learned. Based on that, they given the 6 questions. 6 questions given. See, first one, the physical quantity which cannot be related to another physical quantity, which cannot be related to another physical quantity, means which is independent. What is the meaning? Which is independent. The physical quantity which is independent is called, so that is called fundamental quantity. So we cannot compare fundamental quantity with any other quantity because it is independent one. So answer 1 is fundamental quantity. That's why I give the synopsis. Next, a constant quantity used for comparison during the measurement of unknown quantity is called, that is standard quantity. We'll take one standard quantity. Suppose you want to measure the vegetables. What is the standard quantity? Weight. We can find the weights of 100 grams, 250 grams, 500 grams. That weight is the standard quantity. With the help of the standard quantity, which is also known as known quantity, we'll measure the unknown quantity. Correct? Now question number 3. Which one is not physical quantity? Not physical quantity. Force we can measure, is a physical quantity. Length we can measure, we can physical quantity. Volume we can measure, but you cannot measure the pain. Pain, suppose you are getting pain, can you measure how much pain you are getting? So that is called not a physical quantity. Answer is pain. Pain, how much we are getting, you may get less pain or more pain, but we cannot measure it. There is no device to measure the pain. We can measure temperature, how many degrees are there, but we cannot measure pain, how much pain you have. Correct or not? So that is why, which is not a physical quantity, means which is pain. Question number 4. Which physical quantity unit is same in all 4 systems? Very interesting. There are 4 systems are there. CGS, MKS, FPS, SI. In all 4 systems, there is a one physical quantity whose units are same. For example, take mass. In MKS, mass is measured in kg. In CGS, it is measured in gram. In FPS, it is measured in pound. In SI, again, it is measured in kg only. Length also, one in meter, one in centimeter, one is in foot. but there is only one quantity, that is time. Time is measured in seconds in all 4 units. In all 4 units, time is measured in second. Got it or not? Whichever unit, whichever system you are following, time always measured in second, whereas remaining fundamental quantities will change. Question number 5. You can note down all these in your notebook. There is advantage for you. In FPS system, F is nothing but foot, pound, second. System, unit of mass. So foot is the unit of length, pound is the unit of mass. Right? So pound is little more than the kg. Maybe 1.5 times or 1.24 times like that. Next, question number 6. Which of the following system of units known as rationalized MKS system, updated, that is latest system, that is SI system. Almost MKS system and SI similar only, but SI system is internationally accepted. Internationally accepted system. That is why it's called rationalized MKS system. Which one? SI. International system or system international, you can call it. In French language, they call it system de-international or simply international system, which is also called rationalized MKS system. Right? So these are the 6 questions from first part of the chapter, that is fundamental and derived quantities. Okay. Now we'll move little forward, we'll go up to here. What we can find here, you see. Question number 7, that is second part, is about multiples and submultiple factors. The questions based on them. And almost again 8 questions are there. Multiples or submultiples. Positive powers of 10, negative powers of 10. And some conversions also we have seen based on the questions. Question number 7. The submultiples of meters are. So meters, what are submultiples? Means less values. So that is milligram, gram is for mass, decameters for length, both are not combination because gram is for mass. Is asking only for meter. Meter is correct answer is centimeter and millimeter. Centi, right? 10 power minus 2, milli 10 power minus 3. Both are related to meter only. So here see, millimeter, milligram is there. Gram is for mass. Hectometer and gram. No, both should be of length. That is length only. Centimeter less than meter as well as millimeter also less than meter. So option 4 is the correct answer. Right. So next, 1 light year. 1 light. I told light year is not a distance. It is a distance, not time. The distance traveled by a light in 1 year. I already given the table value. 9.46 into 10 power 12 kilometers. Or you can write it 9.46 into 10 power 15 meters. You can write. Into kilometers into meters, 1000. So very important value to be noted. It appear in exam. 9.46 10 power 12 kilometers, because already kilometers given, you have to select kilometers only. Suppose in place of this, if you ask meters, we can go for 50. Okay. Next, question number 9. 600 grams is equal dash kg. So 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, right? Correct? So what happened? 1 gram? 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 kg. Just 1000 should bring this side. Correct? 1 by 1000. So how many grams are there? 600 grams means 600 by 1000. 1 gram is 1 by 1000. 600, 1020, 1020. 6 by 10, that is 0.6 is the answer. See, once again, I'm reminding you, for these questions, we already provided the keys. We provided keys for all these entire textbook. Entire textbooks, we provided key to your respective teachers. So when you are solving them, you can check, cross-check with the key also. Not only key, we provided the solutions also, wherever required. For example, this 9th problem requires solution for you. So we give the solution like this. I'll show you that also. Okay, last. We'll stop at 10 only. 1 gram is equal dash kg. You know, 1 kg is nothing but 1 kilogram. Kg is kilo. Kilo is 1000. That is 1000 grams. 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000. Just now you have seen. That is 1 by 1000 you can write, or 10 power minus 3 you can write. Because 1 by 1000, 1 by 10 power 3 comes numerator becomes 10 power minus 3. So where is 10 power minus 3? We'll check. Answer 3. Like this, you can solve and you can write also clearly. Right? So today we'll stop here only with the 10 questions. Tomorrow we'll go for more. We'll continue and we'll try to complete all the questions, how many we have. So let us know how many we have here. I'll show you the key also for you. So we are giving complete picture for you how to get the everything. See, here we have key. Entire textbook key we provide in advance, all the chapters. Right? See, this is the key for the measurements chapter. So there are totally 58 questions are there. We solved 10 questions today. Na? Remaining 48 are there. We'll try to solve tomorrow, maximum. Otherwise, there are, see, wherever required, we are providing a solution. Remaining all only key only. Answers 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, whatever it may be. Where we require the explanation, we given. From 17, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. All these require the solution. See, up to 58. Wherever required the solution, we provided. Very helpful for you. We ask your teacher to share with you. And when you are going through the textbook or material, you can solve the questions by yourself. Okay? Right, students? So that's all for today. Nothing more. Your duty now to practice for the monthly test. As well as you get the question papers, start conducting the exam either by tomorrow or maximum by Monday. Okay, that is your DPP for today. Again, daily practice problems. Practice for monthly test 1. Worksheets. Okay, so thank you very much, all of you. Have a great day. Thank you.